Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground.
We have pancakes.
Hello everybody.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back to another video.
We thought we would do a little chatty brunch video. Nathan just wants to dig into the pancakes. So we made pancakes this morning. We have the Aldi protein pancakes that we're trying for the first time. I got my nails done yesterday and my nail tech recommended them, so we went to Aldi on the way home. I have on mine my choice of toppings. She also recommended the caramel
Salted caramel
pudding like mousse thing. So I've got that. We've got ice cream. I've got salted caramel sauce and magic stars.
I've got Nutella, maple syrup and ice cream.
Let's give these a go because she said we won't be disappointed. They are good.
They are yummy. Oh, they're really yummy.
They are actually. They are so good. We're not just going to sit here and make you watch us eat and make all the noises that we usually make because we love food.
Imagine that.
Can you imagine? Also, I just read a really nice message that we got this morning saying that her and her boyfriend had had a rough day and they watched our 40-minute vlog, the scene, and they watched it with the tea and it made the day better. And honestly, I nearly cried this morning.
So cute.
It really is. So if you remember, I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago, we did our mukbang video. I really want to eat these pancakes. Like, this is how you know that they're good, when I like can stop talking to eat.
See, this is what I find difficult.
What?
Doing a video and eating, especially when it's something really nice.
And you just want to eat.
Yeah.
This salted caramel sauce as well is delicious.
I'm not gonna lie, but I'm so proud of you.
Why?
The fact that you're eating pancakes with stuff on it.
Thank you, babe.
Like sweet stuff on it. Normally, you're a one pancake kind of gal.
I just like cream with my pancakes.
With a little tiny bit of cream.
It'll still be just my go-to, just cream. It's just what I like, you know. That video that we did, I think we said in the video it was one of the most like questions that we'd ever received, so we only managed to get through like half of the questions, and we don't want to leave anyone disappointed not answering the questions you want to know.
So this is a part 2 to that video.
Part 2 to that video. How did you not give up hope when you pulled out of your house purchase? Did I say that right?
Purchase?
How did you not lose hope when you pulled out of your house purchase? I haven't got a drink. I'm not going to get one in a minute.
What drink would you like?
Can you eat magic stars with a fork?
What drink would you like?
Why?
I'll go get you one.
Going to Pepsi with breakfast.
Cheers!
You're addicted, you. Oh, I'm not a fan of the magic stars with it.
What drink would you like?
This is wrong.
Hello? Hello?
I don't know. I'll go and get one in a minute.
Okay. How did we not give up hope when we pulled out of our house purchase? See, that's a tricky one, that.
So I would say, if I'm being like full honesty, if you've watched our video, which video was it? When we talked through like, I'll link it below in case you want to watch it. It was when we like talked through the whole house buying process.
Oh, is this when we moved in?
Yeah.
Right.
So the first house that we went for, that we got accepted.
Yeah.
And then.
Are we on about the first one?
No, I'm on about.
Do you not count that as the first one?
Which one?
The first one.
No. That was so wrong. No, I mean the one not too far away from here, where she pulled out for unforeseen circumstances, whatever that means.
Yeah.
When we got that offer accepted, I was so excited because it hadn't been like a rough process, but it felt like it already had been. It felt like it was going to be a really stressful thing, and I was just so happy that it was like already over. Yeah,
it's because that one was like quite real. That was the realest one we had.
I was just like, oh, this is amazing, like, oh, we finally got it. We won't have to go through any more like stress of looking for houses, like not getting accepted, things like that. So we'd started buying stuff. We'd like planned a little bit, like we'd planned like, oh, we could do this here, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
And then obviously was it like 3 weeks in or so?
Not even.
She pulled out, and I cried. I was just like...
It really got to you, that one.
It really got to me, because I think I'd gone from like low to high.
It was such a rush, wasn't it?
It wasn't. It was like, oh my god, we're back at square one. Like, that's not our house anymore. And I was struggling to get it out of my head that, because I'd pictured us there, I was like, I don't know how another house is going to compare to that one. Like, but we always just say, once the initial thing weared off, I started looking again, and we started looking. Like, you'd already started looking, didn't you? Did it bother you as much as...
No, because my thought process was, it clearly wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
So we were excited about that house, like, and of course I wanted it as well.
Yeah.
And I was planning on what we could do and how to decorate and what rooms was going to be what. But when it was like, okay, it's not yours, it was like, oh, shit that. But it was like, well, our house is out there somewhere.
Yeah, which it took me a little while to get onto that, like...
Because I was looking a couple of days after.
Yeah. It was like a heartbreak to me. Couldn't even think about it. Couldn't even think about looking at another house. I was like, that is my house. She's going to change her mind. But who didn't? She didn't. And thankfully...
It all worked out in the end.
It all worked out. So that's the only thing I could say that made us not... And that was the first one. I think this question's talking about...
The one we
pulled out of, which was the one after that.
The one before this one?
We pulled out of that one for... a few different
reasons of that one. Like that one, I think we were being, we had this thing of that
we had
area.
blinkers on.
Yeah, that area where that house was like this. We love that area. We want to be in that area. There's no way a house can't be there. And then we just like heard stories, and we kept looking at it as well, didn't we?
But we weren't getting that feeling.
No. So like the feeling that we get now when we go past it is a. Thank God we don't live there.
Yeah.
Whereas before, we used to think that feeling was, that's where we're supposed to live. But when everything fell into place and like knowing what was actually meant to be, it's like, thank God, we just needed to pull out.
Yeah. It was the right thing to do. And we didn't lose hope, I think, because we knew it was the right thing to do. We felt
strongly about it to be like, it's not the one.
Yeah. But if anybody is like going through the house hunting process and either you don't get your offer accepted or somebody pulls out on you, I would say the main thing that just makes you not lose hope. I mean, I've been honest, you do lose hope. Like, I think it's kind of impossible not to, though. When you think a house is yours.
Yeah, I think it just puts you on a downer, doesn't it? It takes you like 3 steps back.
And then I never wanted to be like with this one a little bit, I'd got to the point where I was like, right, just don't get your hopes up there. Just don't get excited.
Yeah, like this whole process of this one, you were like, it's not ours until it's ours.
Yeah. Which I kind of regret a little bit, but I feel like it was the only thing I could do to kind of keep me
See,
going.
This is the one that I knew.
Yeah.
For a fact that I wasn't not living here.
No, I had this crazy feeling though, more strongly than the other one. But still, in the back of my mind, I was like, just don't get your hopes up because...
I got my hopes up from the day we put that offer in, because it got accepted on the day that we put the offer in. And I just knew it was a longer process to move into this one than any of the other ones that we put an offer in.
Yeah.
Because things behind the scenes was not going the way we wanted it to. But from day one, I was like... I
still knew. Like, I didn't
house.
have like that feeling of like, oh, something's like...
I just knew.
Yeah. We did just know. I think even if it takes you 6 months, a year, 2 years, like, as horrible it is, especially if you're in a situation like where you're living that you don't want to be in anymore, and it's like we really want to, we like need our own space, our own house.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Just keep...
Some people are lucky and it's really quick and there's no ups and downs, but I guess that's just life anyway. Like, some people are lucky and not lucky. I wouldn't say it's luck. But some people don't have as many ups and downs as others, and...
More straightforward.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So...
Just keep looking. Just keep going.
Because it'll happen
eventually.
And like, I look back now and think, oh, I just wish I'd have just been like really excited about this one like I was about the other one, because...
But it's mad, right? Because this house that we're in right now, Denny didn't look at it for... It was on the market, I would say, for a good month. I seen it a good month before.
And houses around
actually,
here don't last.
Yeah, and I was like, I said to Din, like when it first came up, like, oh, should we look at it? And it was after the one that's close to here. And then he was like, no, I'm not looking. No,
so
I don't want to look. So we will look.
I'd given up, guys. Not gonna lie.
I think that's why I think what things are meant to be because this house waited for us until you were ready. And eventually, one day, you woke up on the morning and went, that house, I've been looking at it, and I was like, what, the house from a month ago? Is it still even on the market? She was like, So then
I started driving myself insane though, and I was like, oh, there's something wrong with it.
Yeah.
No one wants it because there's something wrong with it.
Yeah, because I went to book a view and you were like, no, it's been there for a month, I'm not having it, there's something really wrong with it. I was like, no, let's just have a look, because I really enjoyed the hunting process of looking at houses and wanting to view as many as I possibly could. Like, I was looking at houses like way above our budget just because I liked the house. I wanted to just go view houses, but it all worked in the end.
It did.
And that's all you've got to think. You just need to think like, our house is there. You know, I just believe.
You've got to think of it in like a woo-woo kind of way, like
a woo-woo.
Like, because it. Is that what you're doing? You know, some people think you're a bit crazy if you think that like everything happens for a reason.
Oh yeah. No, but that is true.
But like saying like there is a house there for you and it's like can sound. I'm gonna go and get a drink while the washer goes crazy. This one's an easy one. What hair dye do you use? Not a very good question, lol.
I go with salad, I don't know.
Nathan goes and gets his done, and I'm a box dye gal.
What do you use? Do you use...
Let me search.
You used to use Olia.
I did.
When you had your brownie black hair.
I did, babe.
But now you use...
Do you remember it?
Yeah, you also used to use the Live Midnight Blue.
I did.
Hair colour.
That was when I had like super dark.
But I think now you use the Garnier...
How the hell do you know that?
I don't know what colour it is. Is it brown black?
No.
Oh.
So you're right, babe. I use Garnier.
Yeah.
The Garnier Nutrice cream. And the shade is, you've never got it, Dark Quartz.
I would never have.
But I've only used this shade for like two or 3 months. Maybe a tiny bit longer.
How often do you dye it?
Once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah.
I
Because I hate dyeing it.
Once every 8 weeks.
Once every 8 weeks, don't you probably get it bleached? But it's just nice because for a while I obviously had black hair, like I'd gone the darkest you can go, it was like soft black or something. Then I went red for the autumn winter.
Yeah.
Then I obviously dyed it back this colour, and I'm trying to resist going like the super black, because once you do it, you're stuck with it then.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like when you've, like it obviously looks black probably to you guys on the camera, but it's not black, it's like, and especially in the light it has like...
It's got like a dark brown...
Yeah, sometimes it has, like because of the dark quartz colour, sometimes it has like a purpley tinge.
Yeah, it looks purpley there.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Like a purpley red it looks.
Yeah, sometimes it's got a bit of...
Ginge?
I don't think so.
I don't think.
I didn't feel like me with it.
Okay.
I'm either...
Would you ever go blonde?
No. I'd go like blonde on my front bits. I've done that before.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, you have done that before?
Yeah. But I wouldn't go all blonde.
Wouldn't you?
I don't, no. It wouldn't go with like my style, it wouldn't go with like...
See, that's true, I don't think you'd suit blonde.
I don't think I'd suit blonde.
You're more of a black kind of gal.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to resist the black and keep it like a bit of life still in it. Yeah.
Love it.
So yeah, that is the hair dye that I use. It's not a boring question. It is...
Who said it's a boring question?
Oh, sorry, not a very good question the person put. I can't remember who it was because I just print screened them all. Do you work in similar jobs?
Yeah, we work in the same place.
Sometimes with our work, we don't like to talk about it like... Just from like a professional point of view, like a safety point of view, like... Nobody needs to know. Obviously, some people already know where we work, but I just don't think it's relevant to... Like, I think, didn't somebody comment before, like, I know where you work or something? It's just like, go where? Like, yeah, it's creepy. It's just like, we choose not to talk about that for a lot of reasons, so we keep that separate. But we work in the same place, but very different jobs.
Yeah.
We have very different jobs. And also, I only work there for
It's in the same sector. It's in the same industry.
In the same sector, I guess. Everyone knows we work in retail.
Yeah, exactly.
But I only do a few days there, and the rest I work from home with my business, and then Nathan's full-time, hard-working, 6 days a week.
Yeah, full-time's actually 5 days, but I do 6.
You do 6 because you're crazy.
Because I like the money.
He likes the money.
And I still ain't got none.
What's something that turns you both on? Doesn't have to be sexual. Love you both. Love you too. Tell me you love him then.
I found stuff like that.
Tell me you love him. Nathan, when we got together, Nathan wouldn't tell me you love me for like... You found it really hard, didn't you?
I still find it hard now.
Telling me you love me?
No, telling you I'm fine with, but telling like, other people. Like, I don't know, right? There's this thing where... As much as I love Everly a bit, like I really do, but saying it, I can say it to her. Yeah. But saying I love you to somebody around other people.
In front of people.
I hate it.
I wonder why.
I can't do it.
I wonder why that is.
So like, you know when we always say bye to Everly?
Yeah.
And you're like, love you darling.
You. Yeah.
And I'm just like, bye Evs. Yeah. Because the words won't come out.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I think my mum struggles with that. I think Charles does too. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Charles, but I'm sure my sister and my mum, like me and Kayla find it quite easy. Kayla more so than me.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Finds it easy to say, love you.
No, I can't. It's not a thing that I can say to people.
Yeah, and like on the phone, like I go like, love you, bye.
Yeah.
To my mum, like you wouldn't...
I wouldn't dream of that.
Wouldn't come out your mouth, would it?
No.
I wonder why that is.
Psychological issues, that.
Clearly, like around other people as well.
Yeah.
I wonder what... Maybe we should Google that. Maybe Google could help us with that.
Maybe. But yeah, can't do that. So
anyway.
I appreciate you anyway.
Something that turns you on doesn't have to be sexual. So should we do a sexual and a non-sexual one?
Yeah, go on then.
Turns us both on. Does that mean that
so what we share?
We're answering together or answering separately?
Together.
I don't think we have
do we have a shared one?
Do we have a shared one?
So I would say...
Non-sexual, each other with kids is just another level. But I think that's quite a common one, isn't it?
I don't know, because some people don't like kids.
True. True.
Yeah, that's definitely the non-sexual one. The sexual one... Is there
anything else non-sexual though? It's a bit rogue. It's hard.
We don't have a shared one, but I just love watching you paint.
Oh, babe.
Like when you're proper in your element. Yeah, when you're in your element, you've got your little podcast on you like this. And I'm just looking through the door like this, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Spying on me.
Yeah, a little bit.
I can't think of what. It's one of them things that when you try and think off the top of your head, I'm like, does anything turn me on?
Your red dressing gown. Oh, that's sexy. That's sexy.
I'm not telling everyone what turns me on sexually because mine is not like a basic like neck, the ear. Mine's like an in-depth like. We'll take this video over the edge and I can't go there. I'm not in a very open mood this morning. I can't talk about sex this morning. Usually it doesn't faze me at all, but I'm really struggling to...
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, what is your 5-year plan? I wasn't going to include this one, but I feel like we've answered this a long time ago on our channel.
I feel like it might have been 5 years ago.
I vaguely remember, was it in a parked up and we were
I think
at
it was outside
Costa?
the Costa. Yeah, it might have been 3 years ago. I wonder what that says in that.
I don't know, I'd like to know.
We've done that question before.
Yeah.
5 years plan.
I don't like to plan 5 years anymore. Like previously, like I'd say like 15-year-old me, 20-year-old me was like you have to have a 5-year plan. Like you need to know like.
You don't need any plan.
Because in school that's what they push, don't they? It's like where do you see yourself? Every interview.
Well, that's an interview, isn't it? As well, yeah. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Like I don't think it's necessarily.
See, some people really benefit from having a 5-year plan because a lot of people like to have a goal.
Yeah.
And if they set themselves a 5-year plan, it can be like, right, what do I need to do in order to achieve my 5-year plan?
Yeah, and
they might not go to plan, but people might like having that structure in place to be like, this is where I'm heading.
Yeah.
So this is what I want to do. This is what I want to. Reverse. This is what I want to be.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, I need to set things out.
And that's where I think is a positive, and I think you need that in life. But it's the point of the 5-year plan bit that I don't like.
Yeah, because a lot of people can get stuck on like.
So like imagine
5
if you
years
were
ago
like,
I said I wanted to do this, and I'm nowhere near it.
Yeah.
and it can just put you in a massive
instead
like,
of thinking
downward.
instead of thinking, oh, but I did say I was going to be here, but in the meantime I've done this and this, or my life changed. Like, because your life changes constantly, and that's what me and Nathan both believe. I think it would be impossible to have a 5-year plan, because you'd get to the end of the 5 years and be like, oh,
didn't do it.
No.
There's stuff that I obviously want to happen in the 5-year plan, but putting it out there to say like, this is what I want.
I think it's the timestamp that bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things me and Nathan want. We want to grow the business. We want to work in different job roles. We want to have kids, hopefully.
I think marriage is within the 5 years.
Hopefully, yeah. Like, all things like that, but if you're like, right, so next year, or the year after, kids, the year after that, marriage, the year, like,
You can't plan it like that.
I don't like to live like that anymore, because I don't think it gets you, like, I feel like, it depends what mindset you have.
Yeah, some people can. Some people like having it, and some people can do it.
Maybe it would help.
I couldn't deal with it when it was getting close at the time. And the thing that I've said hasn't happened, I'd be like, oh, shit.
Oh, God.
My life's ruined. But really, it's just, there's things that I want to happen within the next 5 years, but whether it happens or not is the world's decision to make.
And we will still do everything we can. Okay, so if we had a 5-year plan, what year is it now? 2023. So
by 2028, by the time
that sounds mad.
By the time we are 31, what would you like us to have, or what would you want to happen?
So we all know I was very excited to be 25. I had this really just deep feeling that 25 was going to be the year that a lot of things changed and a lot of things fell into place, as in feeling like we were starting a new chapter. And I used to say a lot in the videos, like, there's just something about 25, and you'd be like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm like, I don't know, there's just something. And I feel exactly the same about us turning 30. So...
But 25 was right.
25 was right.
A lot of things did happen.
A lot of good and bad happened when we were 25, so...
Hitting 25 changed us as people, I would say.
But, really.
In one aspect, it made us grow up a lot. And...
Just things...
Just things that you didn't expect.
Yeah, I feel like we're talking in code, but there's just some things that we keep private.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. How pretty is that?
What are you doing at Everly's Bubble?
Did you know I could make them?
That looks like one of them Scoobies.
Anyone want to buy a loom band?
Are you alright? Anyone want to buy a loom band?
Getting bored.
We'll be 31.
Yeah.
That sounds mad.
31.
That sounds mad.
It's mad, right? Because years ago, when I was 16, I would say, even as young as that, I always said kids when I'm young.
I used to think
I'd have four kids by
22.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
That's what
I thought I'd be married at 20.
Yeah, 100%. But now I'm thinking
that's not how life goes.
Because right, back in the day, 30-year-old parents were old.
Old, yeah.
That was old. Your back's breaking. You can't do anything with your kids.
But we've switched now.
But now it's not 30 is a
young parent.
Really young.
Yeah. Especially, I think, if you've focused on your career, if you've had I don't know, I think obviously if you're a single parent, or it just happens, or you wanted them young, you just wanted kids young. A lot of people, it's a thing where they see it as, I'll have kids young and then my later life is my own. And some people see it as I'm building the foundations and then the kids are coming kind of thing. And I think as much as me and Nathan have really what's the word, really wanted kids over the years, but that we've been together, it just wasn't
the right time.
It wasn't the right time. And I feel like when it is the right time, I have that feeling of, when people say you don't really feel like there is a right time, you just decide that it happens. Yeah, you just decide that, well, I feel kind of
Because don't forget, you've got 9 months to get used to the idea.
Oh, exactly. You're telling me, babe. You're telling me I already know that. What was I? I've lost my train of thought. It's gone. What was I even thinking there?
I don't know.
I feel like if we'd have become parents at 23.
Yeah. We wouldn't be here.
We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be how we like. It just wouldn't be the life that we have meant to.
No. It'd have been a happy life because I'd have been grateful for everything.
Of course,
but it'd just be totally different.
This was just how it was meant to happen for us.
Yeah.
And I still feel like too young. Like I don't know enough.
Oh, see, that's where we differ. Like, I'm ready.
You feel like you're going to be a real good dad and you know, like...
Yeah, I know
I feel like there's just some stuff about myself.
I think I'm that... See, I think I know everything about myself. I think I'm a person that continuously grows with the time. And I'm very quick to pick up on things.
Yeah.
So, I'd be learning stuff at the same time as my kids would be learning stuff.
Yeah.
So, I think I'd be able to, like... be on the same...
Yeah.
thing and teach them things as they're growing up.
Yeah.
Rather than being in a position where I'm like, I know my stuff, whatever's coming now is like not.
Yeah, that's
I don't get on board with all that.
No, you're really good with things like that. Like
where I'm really like
understanding and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very good at like the world, like
Yeah.
Times are changing and everything like that.
Yeah, true.
I'm on board with all of it.
Yeah,
so I'm ready now.
Yeah, I just feel like I think especially with what we've gone through in the past year, we've kind of had like a big. No, it sounds
There's
like
been
a
big shift in like
a big shift. It sounds a bit mad saying like a trauma, but
no, it definitely is.
It definitely is. So it's like I feel like I just
One thing that does sting in me with having kids now is the dynamic of the whole family situation would be very
for both of us
stressful and like
to try and navigate.
Yeah.
But it's what a lot of people go through, isn't it? It's just.
But it's like, but then I also think of it. It's like, it's our kids. We get to decide. Someone doesn't like it. It's tough.
Yeah.
We get to decide it.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're not a part of that child's life, you're not a part of the child's life. Like.
It's true.
Sorry, but we haven't done it.
It's true. Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. I just
think you've got to be a very strong enough person.
Strong-willed enough, and that's where
to be like able to deal with it properly.
And that's where I want to be at, just knowing that like I've done enough work on myself to know that
the decisions
I'm going to
you
make the
for your
right
kids
choices for them
are the right ones.
Yeah. Which we're very nearly there.
See, I think we'll be able to do that. You know, I think something will change in us the second we have a child.
Yeah.
That it's like fuck everybody else.
Sometimes I think, are we being big-headed? But I just know we're going to be so good.
Mm-hmm.
I just know it's
I think
what
we
we're
make
meant
our
to do.
fair share of mistakes, of like every parent does.
Oh my god, yeah.
But I think we're the type of people that can easily recognise when we're wrong.
Yeah.
And be able to step back and be like, okay, I shouldn't have done that way.
It's like when Kris Jenner says, everything that's wrong with them, it's my fault. Everything bad in their life, I did it to them.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the question was.
5 years plan, I think.
We didn't even answer the 5-year plan.
No, 5-year plan. Like within 5 years, I would say that I would love to start a family.
I'd love to start a family. I'd love to be a wife.
Yeah.
And I'd love for the house to just.
I'd love to be more financially stable.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would be my top 3 things. Kids, marriage, finances.
They're all the basics, aren't they?
I know, but that's all that I really need.
That's all you wanted in life, isn't it?
Like that's it.
Yeah, and I always just add on the end happiness because I think.
But I have always said, I don't want to be rich.
No.
Because we have this debate all the time.
We do have this debate. We think you can lose yourself.
Yeah, very much so. Like I'd like to be rich enough to like not worry.
Yeah.
And not panic about what you're spending, but also not rich enough to lose the value of money.
Yeah.
Because I hate money.
Nathan hates money.
Hate it. Love making it. Don't like spending it. Hate it.
I love making it and I love spending it. So our balance is out, babe, don't worry. So we don't have a 5-year plan, that's the end of that question.
No.
How have you both been, like really been? What's the deep latest on life?
Oof. See, there's no like deep latest on life. It's been a build-up of like the past year and a half.
Yeah. Which we obviously, it sounds a bit like, it's one of them things that you just never know what's going on.
Yeah.
As much as people put on social media nice pictures and this and that, you just never ever know.
Yeah.
You only know as much as the person wants you to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which I think we do quite a good job of. Nobody would know.
Yeah.
Unless they knew
us
the ins and
personally.
outs and
Yeah, it's true.
new clothes
And that's
for
just
you.
how we want it. It's just not something like, especially when we've not been to therapy about it, it's not something I want to really like open up online about when I can't navigate it myself in my own mind. I don't think that would do anybody any favours.
No.
So that just stays in a little nice
But it's
jar.
good. But it's good that we can talk about it though.
Together, yeah.
Because,
so we don't bottle everything
Yeah,
up.
because if you bottled it up too much, you'd crash, you'd crumble.
You would. It's true.
So,
But how have we really been? Like day to day?
day to day, I think I've improved
Yeah, definitely.
my like.
You seem like a different person in the past, like, I don't know, few months?
Thanks, man.
Welcome.
I don't know. I think I'm at that point in life where now I'm just like, one, I can't be asked.
What do you mean?
With shit.
Right, okay.
Like,
Bad energy.
I haven't got the time to like be dealing with your shit.
No.
Like your own demons.
No.
I've got enough of my own.
Yeah.
Like I used to find it really hard to cut people off,
Yeah, true.
and like found it very difficult to be like, I don't want you in my life.
Like anyone, like friends, family, random people.
Whereas now, if I don't like you, I'm just gonna.
If you're not doing me any favours,
I'm gonna
there is
block you
no
out.
point, yeah.
No, I just can't be bothered with it.
Well, what, you're wasting your time, you really are.
Yeah.
It's just how it is in
Some
life.
people can't be saved.
No,
Unfortunately.
it's true, it's true. But it's also not our job to save somebody. That's what I struggle with. I think that I can help anybody. I think that I can take on anybody's problems and like
Which you can.
make them see the light and be like, you don't have to be the way you are. Like, there's a better way of life. Like,
Which I think you're strong enough to help somebody like that. But it's when the person doesn't want to help themselves is when you should fall back.
you're wasting
because
your time. You're doing yourself
unless
more
they want
damage.
to change, you're not going to change somebody.
No, and then you're just bringing yourself down, aren't you? By
How have you been?
How do you think I've been?
Considering everything, I think you've been quite strong.
Thank you, babe.
And like, you've been happy,
Yeah.
but there's sometimes where I can see like it's took a toll,
Oh yeah.
but which is understandable. But I just think you're the strongest person ever.
Thank you, babe.
No problem.
I'm in a stage of life where I just want the good things to happen for us, and I know they're gonna. I'm trying like to work on myself. I'm enjoying doing yoga, and the amount of people that recommend meditation, like the amount of like people's opinions that I trust, like if you listen to the Diary of a CEO podcast, like there's so much good information on there that the facts have been proven. I think you're daft if you don't do meditation and yoga, at least sometimes in your routine, and like drinking water, all the basic things
Can help.
that a human should do to make their life better and longer and happier. I just think it's important to get that routine. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Prioritise and things like that, like good food, a good diet, exercise, just being a like healthy, happy person. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but
Cheers, Beb.
no problem, no worries.
Have we got any more questions? That's
please.
just got real deep. I need like a... This will be one of them videos where we turn the camera off and we're just like...
Let's just put jammies on, put a film on and cry.
Can you do a clothing haul soon? I miss those. Now, the thing with clothing hauls is, I try not to do... The camera died. I try not to... You do as well. Try not to do these big, massive orders from clothing websites.
I can't remember last time I ordered clothes.
I get like
In all
pieces that I think are going to be in my wardrobe a long time, or if I've got something coming up and I can't find anything I like in my wardrobe, I will buy something new. Other than that, we just don't do the big like...
I honestly don't know when I last bought clothes.
I don't know when you last bought clothes, but like I buy you the odd thing now where it's
it's not...
and then you get your wear out of it because you've not got like an abundance of clothes that you haven't got a clue what you've even got.
Because we used to go to like Primark and like do a boohoo haul like every month, and it was like, oh, I got these new clothes, but now it's just, I hate buying clothes.
I love buying
like,
clothes.
I hate spending money on clothes because I've got clothes in the wardrobe. Yeah, they're not new, but you know what? I wear the same stuff anyway.
And you like them, you do, it's true.
Like, if I buy
you have like a uniform.
Yeah, if I buy new clothes, I don't wear it. I wear it once.
Depends
and
what
it
it
goes
is.
in the wardrobe. And when was the last time I wore like this?
It's true.
Like 6 months.
Yeah, it's true.
And
That's
the only
just
reason,
such an easy outfit.
I know, but the only reason why I put this on is because we sorted our wardrobe the other day and got rid of half stuff.
So yesterday we had a
Like-
big clear out. If you want to follow us on Vinted, because a few of you have asked for our Vinted, I will leave it below because big haul of clothes will be coming to Vinted soon because we've got like a couple of bags,
clear
haven't we,
out.
of clothes that we just don't wear, don't want, don't need. Like, I just want an easy wardrobe where I can look in it and be like, that's cute, I'll wear that. Like, I don't want to have to really think about, oh, that doesn't go with that, that doesn't go with that.
Yeah.
I need like a capsule wardrobe, but that also has a few crazy bits because I like my crazy clothes.
See, I like white, black,
You like
browns. I like the neutrals. Like,
you like a capsule wardrobe.
Yeah,
That's
like,
what that's called,
is
babe.
it? Okay.
Capsule where it never goes out of fashion.
Yeah, mind you, I've got some skinny jeans that are ugly.
Nathan's done with skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans are awful.
You're so done with them, aren't
Hate
you?
them. I like big baggy jeans.
I've
now.
never really owned skinny jeans. When you've got like...
It's all I used to wear.
Yeah, it's true.
But skinny jeans now, I wore skinny jeans to go on your mum's meal. Horrible.
Horrible.
Horrible. I like baggy cargos now.
You like style. The clothing hauls, I'm really sorry if you did enjoy the clothing hauls, but they're just not...
Not for me.
I mean, I would happily do clothing hauls, if I'm being totally
do a home
honest.
haul.
Home hauls are incredible. Clothing hauls though, I would do clothing hauls because I love fashion, I love clothes, it's one of my passions, gets me excited, like, really love it. But when you're trying to like save money and when you're doing like a £150 order of clothes, I just sit and think like, that £150 can go towards travelling, like a holiday, like, we don't need to be spending £150 on a bag of clothes.
Nah.
Because this was from, obviously, when we did this video, big summer plans. We're reaching the end of summer. It's like the middle of August.
Autumn is here.
I know,
then
but the
it'll be Christmas.
British summer has been a joke. The amount of
We
rain.
had about 6 days in total.
6 days of sun. Like, my skin has had no sun.
No vitamin D.
So I'm going to be taking vitamin D for the rest of winter until we get to April time again. Till we get to spring next year.
Yeah, but I like summer ending because it means autumn's here.
Me and Nathan
And it
love...
means Christmas is soon.
We love autumn. We were talking about this. So autumn is coming. It's nearly September. We're going to be picking our maple and dough cookies up. We're going to be going conker picking.
We're going to be going pumpkin picking.
I've got my new tea drinker boyfriend who had a cup of tea this morning. His
morning.
first tea this morning. I
I've had
said,
a
get back
tea."
up them stairs now. Get your clothes off. Because we're doing this right now.
I've had a tea for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Every
Maybe longer.
night I've not missed a tea. And today was the first day I had a tea on the morning when I woke up.
He was like, do you fancy a tea, babe? I was like, oh, I already had one this morning, thank you. He's like, I just fancy one. I was like, get your clothes off. No. I can't believe it. I tell you what, that's a non-sexual thing that's turning me on.
Drinking tea.
Nathan's tea drinking habit now. I've always wanted to just like in autumn and winter
It's
just
so
make
nice.
our teas.
I mean, it's nice, right? But I do have sugar.
Yeah, Nathan has 3 sugars.
It's really sweet. So I do kind of need to cut back on that because that's not the healthiest.
It's not.
But I don't want to cut back on it too much.
So that you don't enjoy the tea.
Yeah, because then I won't drink it.
That was me once upon a time.
So
now
I'm
I like 1.5 sugars.
I could probably cut with 2.
Yeah, that's fine. Though.
I'll do 2 tonight.
2
and
sugars
see how
is
that
fine.
tastes.
Milk and 2 sugars, easy.
Yeah. Build
It's when you
mistake.
say 3 sugars, 4 sugars, that's getting a bit like. Are you all right?
Have
Have you got teeth?
Bit of a sweet tooth.
Anyway, yeah, and then once we booked pumpkin picking, conker picking, we love that. Just
Go
autumn
tree shopping
movies.
soon.
Then we can go and pick our Christmas tree for the house. We're going to have so many
It's gonna go
Christmas
here.
videos. Yeah, we're thinking it's going to go here. We'll move the mirror and it'll be here.
Yeah.
We think that's the best place for it.
I think it's the only place really for it.
Yeah, because if it goes there, it'll block the telly. There is a possibility, but then it's like when we're watching Christmas films, you wouldn't even be able to see the tree. So I don't want it over there.
No, I don't want it over there.
We
But
need
you couldn't put it in front of the bookshelf anyway. It'd look too cluttered, and it's not a big enough space for it to fill out. Like
No.
I want a big fat tree.
Yeah, we want we like the trees that are green with a bit of snow on.
Yeah, and like fat.
Fat trees.
Like You can't even hug your arm around.
We need to pick a colour scheme, like baubles and stuff.
Well, we had this debate before we moved in, didn't you? Want the theme to be anything and everything, and I just don't think, as a front room tree, it has to have a theme. Like the theme, the tree in the bedroom can be anything. The tree in the dining room can be anything. But the one in the front room...
Yeah, but here's a crazy room. It would go. It wouldn't look right if you had like a red and gold theme.
No, but I mean, like, you can have a pink and something theme. It can't just be
the baubles
each and every single bauble.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
Like, it has to be...
What about when the kids bring like things home? Well, can I put it in the tree? And you're gonna go, no, because that's not an everything tree. That's
the everything tree is in the dining room. You can put it on that one. The front room tree has to have a theme. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I put my foot down.
I'll let you have that.
Put my foot down now.
And the theme will be rainbow.
No, it won't.
Why not? Wait, a rainbow tree.
No.
Rainbow red baubles on the bottom. Orange.
No, what I want is the sweet tree.
Yeah, we do like candy themed things,
Like
don't we?
candy yeah, like red, white, pink.
Yeah.
White.
Candy themed.
Red, white, pink, white.
Sweets all on it.
Candy canes, lollipops.
Yeah.
I like that. Because that'd go with the room because it's pink.
Yeah, true.
So it has to be, technically, it has to be a pink theme. Pink and green.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, pink and green. Pink and green would be nice. I've just broke my bracelet.
Pink and green because it'd go with the room.
That would be cool.
Or
pink and green.
Blue and pink.
Anyway, did you enjoy that video? I feel like it was supposed to be a quick 20-minute video and it's ended up.
We do this all the time.
We got deep in chats. We basically talked in code for the whole video.
See, this is the time where we should film a podcast at the same time.
Do you guys just want to see the house, don't you? And we've just talked your ear off.
I know, like, this is a perfect opportunity to have the microphone here, and that could have been a podcast episode.
Could have.
Missed opportunity.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Oh.
Could have been what
I want my podcast.
Should have been you.
I want my podcast.
Us.
Now.
Get it together. Get your life
We've had a week off and
together.
we haven't filmed a single podcast episode. I'm
joke.
so sad about
It's
that.
a joke. We're going to let you go because we've kept you for too long. The pancakes, incredible. Going to get them again.
Yeah, definitely.
They were gorgeous.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. And is that everything?
I think so. Are we doing an updated house tour soon?
So you guys
Like
have been asking.
Updated one, not a completed one because it's far from completed.
You guys have been asking for an updated house tour. I'm thinking we do a 6 month, which would be
This month, isn't it?
September, the end of September.
When do we move in?
March, but it was the 27th of March or something like that.
End of September.
So end of September, if I can get my act together and clean the house enough to do an updated house tour. I mean, the thing is, we've done a lot in this house, and we know we've done a lot.
Yeah.
But we've also not done a lot. There's a lot of things.
There's still
like
rooms that are not even touched.
Yeah, and there's like parts, like, you know, just like around the doors, like they have gaps, and there's like just like all the things like that. Like some of the windows need a really good scrub, and just you know, things like that I don't really want to do an updated house to. If people are like, oh, you've been living there 6 months, you've not even scrubbed that skirting board, like.
Yeah, we need to like proper deep gut and clean it.
And just make sure that it is okay
presentable
to film.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed there will be a 6 month updated house tour.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably do one every 6 months after that.
Yeah. Because we'll always be updating the house. Because by the time the next 6 months comes after that, we'll have changed the decor in one of the room.
Yeah.
No, maybe not after a year.
No, that room will be done though.
That one will be done.
We might have made a bit of way in the spare bedroom. My office might be a bit closer to being done because that's just got nothing in it right now.
Yeah, true.
We need shelving, we need the wall doing. There's lots in there that needs doing.
True.
The
And
dining
eventually
room
I can get the loft done.
Okay, we're going to really let you go now because we're just holding you for too long and we've took enough of your time. And the camera's going to die.
Okay, thanks very much for
I'll
watching.
see you in the next video.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Try.